We're lit.
We here.
It's O.
It's Jen.
It's Soya.
And we are Pardon My Chic.
Yes, we in the Zoom room, y'all.
We are in the all in the Zoom room.
In the Zoom room.
This is different for us, right?
Yeah.
A little different. Yeah.
It is
a lot different.
It is a lot different. So friends, here in North Carolina, we are progressing. We don't know which direction, but we still wanted to keep this content coming for y'all. So you already know, nothing stops the Pardon My Chic crew. So boom, we in the Zoom room.
Period.
Yes.
It's called, what's the word for the year? Pivot. Okay?
Pivot.
I'll pivot.
Right. And when it first started off, we were like, okay, well, no, we want, we'll just take a break. We won't do anything or whatever. Right. But I missed y'all. The people missed us. And so we were like, this is a way to just still kind of, stay engaged, keep it talking, keep it going. While we do what we got to do to keep it coming.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And this is also different because we would normally, as far as like our past seasons, we would normally be like wrapping up the season, but we just decided we're gonna keep it going through the holidays because you done beat us down. Okay. So this is the least we can do. Get them some. Right.
Keep some type of normal.
What do we say? Some Omasian chic energy.
Some amazing chic energy. Okay. Amazing
all of that
energy.
All of it. All of it, and I am here for that. How was y'all weekend?
It was good. Oh, have you? you usually start off. We ain't sitting at the round table, so we got to keep the order.
No, it was so good. It was so quiet, but I needed that. I feel like December is going to be like the month of going into quiet. Remember, so last episode we talked about like our words for 2021. And I feel like December is kind of like the unctioning in of like stealth mode. So like head low, enjoying your family, staying healthy, minding your mental, and just getting ready for January 2021. So it was real nice, real quiet, spend time with my boyfriend and my family.
Period.
Great. So Jenny Boo, how was the weekend?
My weekend was good. Same, real chill. Like really chill. Didn't do much. Celebrated a friend's birthday on Friday night. So went out to dinner to celebrate my friend's T's birthday. So happy birthday to T.
Happy birthday. And let me just say, y'all go look at Jen's was it your last post? Honey,
one of my last posts, yeah.
She got dressed, okay? She got dressed, okay?
It felt good to get dressed. Like, I've been out or whatever, and, put on a little one too. But then I had these pair of boots that I just couldn't wait to put on.
That was the 3.
Listen, that was the 3. I couldn't wait to put them on. And so it was like, it was supposed to be raining. I was like, okay, well, this is a perfect time to slide them on. Right. So I had some stuff in my closet that I threw together, whatever. And I was like, it felt good to get dressed and mask up, still social distance, and go out and enjoy your friends and celebrate your friends. So that's what I did this weekend. And then Sunday, real chill. It's my nephew's 2nd birthday, so happy birthday to my nephew Logan. So I was able to FaceTime him and sing happy birthday to him, although he wasn't with it. He was not in the birthday mood. So
he wasn't
at all, girl. At all, wasn't in a damn piece of mood, but was able to celebrate him.
He too. Right, so you know what they say about too.
You know what they say. I mean, he been like that before too. So I ain't even, I ain't even tripping. That's pretty good. It was pretty good. How was yours, Sawyer?
My weekend was good. I was telling Ohavia before we got started that Sunday. So we're doing like a necessities pack for my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Because she's older or whatever, and it's just things that she constantly needs. We all need these, but it's things that she constantly needs. And I just found that my mom, because my mama is like the one who really, really like does a lot of the work with it. Because my grandmother is the type, y'all know, old school, ain't nobody coming to my house. I don't want no home health care nurse, none of that. I got 6 kids. Y'all figure this out. So my mom, she always, I'm going to the store to get this. I'm going to the store to get that. So, we just got together and said, we're going on Amazon and we're going to get stuff in bulk, so got some of that on Sunday and just start putting it together or whatever. But as far as rewind from, I don't really think I did anything exceptionally fun this weekend. No, work on Saturday. We did go down to the country to my sister's house, my sister and my brother-in-law's house. And I ended up something that I really, really love. Y'all know I was a teacher before I was a hairstylist, right?
Yes.
I was a teacher at a performing arts school, right? And I really love I love that side of bringing the artist out of a child, you know what I'm saying? So I was ecstatic when my sister told me that my nephew Isaiah auditioned. They're doing Lion King at school, and he auditioned for the role. He auditioned, period, but he got the role of Baby Simba. So, honey,
huge.
Honey, we was going over lines and songs. And so we actually set us up. We actually gonna be in the Zoom room on tonight, Monday night. So we're gonna go over some more things. So he can put his best foot forward.
Okay, I know that's right. You better get nephew ready and
honey. So that was fun.
That's good.
That's a big role too. Shoot, Baby Simba.
Right. I was like, this is so exciting.
And it's so exciting, not only that he has that role, but that schools are still keeping some type of normalcy for the kids too.
Yeah.
Not like stopping everything. So the fact that, they're still being able to do the arts and plays and things like that is really good. And like I said, it keeps the kids happy, keeps them going, keeps their mental straight. So that's what's up. That's what's up.
That's so cool. Yeah. So that was cool.
That was. Well, y'all already know what time it is. It is the top of the show. It's your girl, Janine. During the week, we're so used to minding our business, drinking our water, but this is a time where you can mind someone else's business and sip on a little juice. So I got a little bit of juice for us this weekend. Right. First, starting off, I don't know when I heard about this, but you guys, of course, you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. Cynthia Bailey, who is now, just recently got married during COVID, had her COVID wedding. I can't wait to see what that's going to look like when the season airs. Yeah. But she was recently married to Peter Thomas.
Yes.
And, Peter Thomas has a couple of spots, have some spots here in Charlotte, and also had Bar One, I think, in Atlanta. Yeah. And so during that time, him and Cynthia were married. And, as her being a wife and being supportive of her husband, she, loaned him, some money to get Bar Atlanta on its feet or whatever. And I think it was maybe $170,000, maybe a little over $170,000 that she loaned him. Yeah. And, they ain't together no more. They done separated. They done, they're divorced. He got him someone. She's married. So she like, okay, boo, run me my money. Run me my money. So she actually filed a lawsuit to get her $170,000 back. So of course, like I said, it's related to their shared business venture in Atlanta, Bar One Atlanta. And she's like, hey, it ain't work, but you out here opening up Bar One in Miami. You about to open up another one, and I think he's opening up another one in Maryland. Yeah. So nice. Got some money, coming from somewhere. So give me my money back. But I wonder if that was an agreement. Was she like being supportive of her husband and saying, here's $170,000, baby, I support you. Right. You don't have to pay me back. I wonder if that's what it was. Yeah. Or, now that they're not together anymore, she's like, you know what? You need to give me my money back. So I wonder how that actually went into play,
Right. Yeah. So what was the agreement originally?
Yeah. What was the agreement originally?
Was this support or was this a loan?
Yeah. But for y'all, like, if it was support and y'all aren't together anymore, would y'all want that money back?
Yeah.
If it was support, honestly, if it was support, like genuine support, like this, because that's my husband at the time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? True. I didn't know that we was going to divorce or whatever, True. Us divorcing was not just on one person. It was on both of us. So I probably wouldn't be coming for it. Her and Mike good. They good. I mean, I don't know what Mike, if he working as much, with the, I don't know if they doing like us and they zooming and things, but I don't know how much work he got going on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I feel like they probably good.
I would agree.
About $170,000.
Y'all, I'll be like, all right, that was good. To God be the glory. That's 170.
Yeah, I'll probably be like, you know what? I supported you. You were my husband at that time.
Yes.
I mean, if you want to give me my money back, you can give me my money back. Yeah, go give me my money back.
But if you say if you want to give me my money back,
I would probably, attempt to get it back, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, this was something that I did give you. Of course, it was a business venture type thing for both of us. The business didn't go off, and sometimes in business, you gotta, take care of your ends. So I would probably be like, I mean, can you give me something back or whatever? But I wouldn't probably take it as far as, a lawsuit, depending on, because sometimes you're going to spend more money out, depending on the type of lawyer you get, than you really going to get in. Yeah. So a lot of times when clients call into the office and they're wanting to sue someone or something like that, go after some money, I'm like, well, how much was it? It's like, well, is it really worth that? Because if you want somebody to give you, for example, $10,000 back, but legal representation is going to really cost you about 5 or 6. Sometimes it's like, is it really worth it? Is it worth the headache? So her, even going after him in the lawsuit, what that brings about, publicity. And maybe this is publicity. Maybe she's just bringing this out because she needs a new storyline for Real Housewives of Atlanta, though.
I was all over the place.
Facts. I was just about to say too, Jen, thanks for giving like the legal bay background, because part of me was like, a lawsuit though? I just feel like that's so deep. For no reason.
Yeah. For a marriage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For a bae, maybe, but for a marriage, I feel like that's a stretch. And then it makes me wonder, I really would like to know like the details, because if I gave you this money and it was more than just I'm supporting you, then did I benefit from when the spots were doing, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying? What that breakdown look like? Did I benefit financially from, when the spots were doing great? Because I know that was kind of
and I don't even remember Bar One Atlanta even really being open or even open that long. You know what I'm saying? Like I know Sports One has been holding it down here the past couple of years in Charlotte. So I'm not sure how Bar One.
The other one closed though. He had 2.
It was Club One.
Club One closed.
I think that one closed down. But he's the one in Miami seems to be doing pretty decent, and he's opened up another one down at the Harbor or in Baltimore. So shouts out to him for not letting one business venture that didn't fully go as planned from going. So shouts out to him. Best of luck to them in their suit. Hopefully everybody gets what's rightfully due to them.
For them.
Rightfully due to them. Speaking of marriages and relationships, so it is rumored that A$AP Rocky and Rihanna are like now an item.
Yeah.
It's been like hinting around them being together or have been together in the past or whatever the case may be. But now they're, I guess, together, which is cool. I feel like they're a good look. I feel like they look
absolutely.
I think they look good together.
They're cute. They're cute together. From Fashion Killer, that's actually
they look good together.
Yeah.
They probably look good on paper together too.
Yeah. So I just want her to give us another album. I know you work on your relationship. I know Savage Fenty, her lingerie line is booming. I know her foundation, her makeup, cosmetic line is booming.
Yeah.
Came out with skincare. So maybe she ain't even really worrying about music, but I just want one. Like, can we get like a good album?
Yeah. I need to,
Yeah, just one more.
It's so good.
Yeah.
She's so consistent.
Yes, very.
Yeah. Right.
She's consistent across the board. Like a whole mogul. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love how she always brings like her heritage into things. Like it's just it's a whole look. She is the package, and that's why it's easy to buy into it, because it's like it's Rihanna.
Yeah, you're right. It's so easy to buy into because, like you said, it's the package and her consistency from when she first came out to her bob, like how she used to do the messy bob cut, the short cut. Like everybody's like, okay, I want that Rihanna cut. I want that Rihanna cut.
And from that side off.
Yeah, exactly. Her style, like everything. She's just straight consistent. So shout to her. Hopefully her relationship is as consistent as everything else she got going on. So.
Yeah, I hope that's a
Come on, A$AP. Come on.
Yeah, we rooting for you, A$AP.
Come on, A$AP.
Yes. And rooting for people and giving them their due. Keke Palmer, y'all know she got on Instagram and had a full transparent moment here recently and showed herself, bare skin, without any makeup, without any filters, and explained her the issues that she's been having with acne and how, you know, she's tried everything to get rid of it and how it's made her feel and things like that. And I thought that was really, really big of her to get on there and have that transparent moment, especially being an actress, especially being young and in the days of social media and society wanting you to look this way and look that way and, you know, wanting you to have, you know, this perfect look or this perfect skin. And for her to get up there and show herself as she is was, I think, very commendable to her. And I know it probably definitely encouraged other people and, you know, other young women to kind of like love the skin they're in. And, you know, and even if you're not happy with the skin that you have or the condition you have, but still loving yourself, but then doing what you need to do to take care of it. So I thought that was really big of her to get out and get up there and, you know, and do that.
I agree. And I think we should normalize that too. Like, it shouldn't have to be a situation where celebrities get caught with an off skin day. It's like, no, we human just like y'all. Like,
right. Exactly.
So I agree, Jen. Kudos to her for normalizing it. Like, she's starting to train and hopefully people catch on.
Yeah, hopefully they do and like catch on to it and like I said, love the skin they're in. Loving skin you're in and loving your body. Funkmaster Flex, DJ.
Oh.
So typically we were talking about society and loving your body and loving the skin you're in. I mean, we went from body positivity and maybe he's still being, you know, positive in his body. He just don't like. He went and had a full-on mommy daddy makeover. Y'all, like, and really recorded it. Like,
and let us in on that thing.
And let us in on it. Y'all, I'm talking lipo, like, show us everything. Like, I was like, wow. Like, wow. Like, typically, you know of a lot of women that go and have, you know, surgery. We talked the other week about, like, would you go and get something done or would you go and get your body done and things like that. And that's something that, you know, we see a lot of women doing. And you may follow Dr. Miami and other plastic surgeons who actually, you know, show the footage and show it being done. Very seldom do we hear of men, you know, going under the table and getting their body snatched or whatever. And so Funkmaster Flex was like,
another word for them, like
body snatched. Body.
What word would it be for a man?
I just needed to be a little bit more, you know, like.
So he went and got a. So he went and, you know, his body.
He got a. He went and got chiseled.
There it is.
He got chiseled.
He got chiseled.
Yeah, he got chiseled. He got chiseled. So he went and got chiseled, honey, and recorded the whole thing. You know, but you know they did say Kanye said he went and got lipo or something.
I heard that before.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So Funkmaster Flex.
So with y'all, is it okay for Lil and Big D?
If he did like a chisel?
I mean, the knife, period. Like, I mean, you want to get the toes done and things like. I can't remember what you said. You would
like the surgery that you would have. Like if there's a surgery for if your guy wanted to go and get something done.
Yeah. So because we said that we would, but it wouldn't be like no, like change me up completely. Just like suck this out of here a little bit. The part that's a little bit uncomfortable.
I want my man doing that. No,
can't do that. Okay.
No.
Big D.
If Big D did it, I ain't gonna hold you. I'll be like, well, we would have to talk. Like, I would have to be like, what's this? Like, what's wrong? What's like, what?
Why?
Yeah, like, what are you doing and why? Because to me, it's like, you're good. I don't know. I would feel weird about it. It would have to be some conversation. I'll feel weird. Yeah. But I would support him, like, because I want him to feel happy about himself, you know. So. Yeah,
that's good. Of course, we will always support because we want
to support you.
Yeah, always, babe. I mean, that's what you want to do it or whatever.
I mean, if this what I want to do, I need you to encourage me. If it's what you want to do, I'm probably gonna discourage you. Like,
don't do it.
You're gonna be like, you can,
like, you know,
them and pump some iron and do that stuff. And you know, if it don't give you what you want, just know that I love you regardless.
And that's us. Like, we be good. Like,
right.
We be good.
We do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So shouts out to Funkmaster Flex. I can't wait to see what his body looks like after recovery. Hot boy summer for him for sure.
I'm done with you, Jen. I'm so done with the hot boy summer.
Hot boy summer is snatched.
Hot boy summer and snatched.
Snatched and chiseled, honey.
Chiseled.
Oh yeah. So shouts out to Form Masterplace. Like I said, can't wait to see what that body looks like at the recovery. Yep. That's all the juice I got for y'all this week. Toya, what you got for social chic?
Listen, y'all, I have a really loaded. You may have seen this floating around on social media, but it was sent to us and they want our response, like a kind of a, what would PMC do? So there was a resident at a apartment complex, and y'all know how it is living in an apartment. It's not always the quietest or whatever, and whatever. It ain't your house, so you got to kind of expect some things. Anyways, listen to what this neighbor wrote. This resident. It says, "Dear, hold on." It says, "Dear resident, you seem to have no respect for others, huh?" That was a question. You seem to have no respect for others, huh? You seem to think you can move into a new building without abiding by all the rules of morality, or have any concern for anyone else other than yourself. Your addiction to this complex has caused nothing but pain. Who uses a blender at 10 a.m.? Anybody? Do you care about the other individuals? And that rap music that you're playing rap music so early in the morning. Please put away the nigger music. Only niggers listen to nigger music. It's a bitch this and a nigga bitch that. Can you listen to something more peaceful, more calming? It's very rude. It's entirely rude. Please learn to have respect. In distress, your neighbors. P.S. It don't say P.S., but it's a little note at the end. And please stop having sexual relations so loud. I promise you, it's not that good, sweetie. You don't need to wake everyone else up. Learn to have manners and be respectful. So this is an aggravated neighbor, I guess I would say. The aggravated neighbor don't want to hear nigga, bitch, this, and that. And I can't use my blender at 10 a.m. First of all, I'm up way before 10 if I want a smoothie.
First off, where do they live to hear a blender at your neighborhood? What walls?
Yeah, I don't hear blenders.
I don't hear blenders. Who hears blenders? But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I can hear your fruit ninja. I can hear your fruit ninja. Come down.
I can hear your ninja bullet. So, what say ye? If you receive this note, how are you responding? That's what the listener wants to know. How are we responding?
Use my language before them.
Facts.
Right. You talking about a blender at 10 a.m. in the morning?
Who's not up?
Who's not up at 10?
Facts.
Number one, this person clearly has nothing going on in life. I think they don't have anything going on in life. They're bored, they're lonely, and they just ain't got shit going on. Because if you at 10 a.m. worrying about somebody's blender and somebody playing their music, you're in an apartment complex, people are going to play their music. Yes, you would hope that one would be, thoughtful of others at a certain time if you're playing music.
But 10 a.m. is not early, sis, bro.
10 a.m. is not early. Playing music, even if you hear it one time or two times, is not a bad thing. And what else I said? Like having sex and it's not that good. Get you some.
You mad? You mad?
Why are you mad?
Why you mad? They so mad. They are
having a great time.
A good time.
I'm being healthy with my blenders, or hell, I'm making me a drink.
It don't matter.
Prepared. I'm getting prepared, listening to my music.
Period.
Yeah. I'm with you. They real bored.
Thanks.
They're real bored. I would probably actually address them. I mean, You was bold enough to leave the note. Well, actually, it was kind of a non.
Do you know who it came from?
It said neighbor. Yeah. So I don't know who it came from. I'm side-eyeing the hell out of everybody.
Like,
and I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna just say this. When it was like you play that nigger music, it sounds like some racist, Caucasian, person, racist.
Mad because Trump ain't win.
Mad because Trump didn't win, and so now they're trying to find any little thing to spew their hate and their racism over into society, along with all the other dumb ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that's definitely one thing too. They mad, they miserable, they racist, and they need to go get them a house out of the country somewhere.
All I'm saying is y'all pray for me, because when I tell you I would keep doing the same thing, just louder. Look, that blender would go off about 9:45. Now I'm just turning all the way up.
I'm early today.
But I do kind of know how that neighbor feels. The other night, it was maybe a couple weeks ago, but it was late. It was late at night, and it wasn't that late, but it was late. And one of my neighbors, don't know who it is, but clearly they put their dog on the balcony. And I guess left, because clearly you're not going to be in the house and that dog is out on the balcony barking.
Nice.
Y'all, that dog was barking. And Lil Woot the Woot was like, man, I'm about to go find out who dog this is. And I'm about to just go I'm like, well, number one, we don't know where dog coming from. And whose house you going? You going to go knocking on everybody's door, like, hey, yo, this your dog. Hey, yo, you got a dog out there?
You got a German Shepherd?
No, we're going to find out.
He said he was about to go, but I prayed. I was like, okay, Lord. I was like, this dog is out here barking, and I ain't gonna be able to go to sleep. Yeah. And this dog out here acting like this all night. So it went from barking to and
crying.
Yeah, crying. And I was like, okay, Lord, but the Lord quieted him down, or the people came home one, because they was about to go out there and.
That's ASPCA on the hotline. Like, I'm snitching.
Listen, I was close to it. So I can understand if it was 3-4 o'clock in the morning and hanging pictures and still having parties or whatever. Then at that time you can be like, hey, listen now.
Yeah.
I understand you want to have fun. Ain't nothing wrong with knocking the boots. But, just kind of be a little more conscious about others. But at 10 o'clock in the morning, and if you hear a little Jeezy or whoever they was playing, every now and then.
They was playing that versus of.
That's what it was.
That's what they was playing.
It was that Gucci and Jeezy battle. Yeah. So that was a good one, though.
That was a good one.
I have and I'm not even gonna keep it I'm not gonna cut corners. I'm gonna just tell y'all the story, because I felt like they was bold enough to group text it, so they don't know who else might repeat it. So I feel like I can repeat it. So the owners of the building where my salon is inside of, right? They sent a group text to all of the suite owners or whatever. And they let us know that, because of social distancing, they closed down the waiting area, which was cool. Thank you. So you only come in the building if you have an appointment. There's no, and you don't bring anybody with you, great. Thank you. We appreciate all of that. However, they sent a group text to everybody letting us know that, they had put that furniture, the waiting area furniture, in storage, and they wanted to know if they needed that storage space. And so basically they were giving this furniture to anybody who wanted to claim it.
Oh,
real nice.
Yeah.
I had an issue with the text message when they said, we wanted to give this furniture away. We've had it in storage. Y'all, we've had it in storage since the start of the Chinese virus.
No.
You don't know who is married to who. I don't care. I don't have to have no personal relationship. I was offended.
Yeah,
I was offended, and that was on it was the middle of last week or whatever. And
did anybody respond back in the group chat and was like, excuse me?
Nobody respond. I started to, but I really feel like I have been lately, not even lately, only one time, maybe twice, but I feel like I've been the mad black girl.
Okay.
Because I've said things like they'll send out a group message and I'll come back and, say something, but to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not in the group.
Not as a, yeah. And I honestly, like, of course, I was immediately offended when I was reading the message and made it, you make a mental note to check something or to address something, but you just forget. So I remember, I don't even know why I remember today, but I remember earlier today, and I was telling Jay about it or whatever, and he was like, not cool. Like, that is not
at
cool.
all.
So I decided that I'm going to address it. So I was like, I'm gonna bring this up on Social Chic, like, because it's social. What would you guys do?
Address it. You're doing the right thing, Toya. Like, I would address it, and not to the group, to the people.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
no. I'm saying I agree with you. I think to the people who wrote it, like, hey, listen, I'm sure I don't have to tell you, but just in case, maybe I do. This was very offensive on so many levels.
Yeah.
And if this continues, like, just how people could pull out of your business and support you and make it. Sure, you know what I'm saying?
The majority of us in there is.
Minorities and black women and minorities too.
Right.
So you have to be number one as a business. Number one as a human being. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two as a business owner or a professional. Come on now. Like, you can't be in there like.
You couldn't have thought that was cool.
No. And even if you thought it was cool, you do that cool shit with that stuff that you think is cool with other people. Don't do that in a group message. And you don't know who you offended. Because my thing is, you say Chinese virus this time, the next time you might say, say nigger. So then, and if it keeps going on and no one says something, they're going to keep feeling comfortable enough to use that type of language or, be racist like that, because that's a term of racism. Like, you don't coin that no Chinese virus following behind your dumb president.
And let me tell you,
it is their president.
Yeah. There. And I'm gonna tell you, Toya, you still gracious, because that is like shade room worthy. That's like Hollywood Unlocked worthy.
Yeah.
Like, it is still being gracious with it. But when I tell you that's absolutely unacceptable, but see, it's chess, not checkers. When people do things like that, we got to remember that, right? So it's like, okay, so this is how you talk, then I'm pulling my business out. And I'm going to do like...
I started researching, but I honestly started researching when I was offended initially with the whole, George and Brianna, and they address everything else. Talk about if it's one spot in the building that it just like, I don't know, it drips when it rains like really, really hard. Yeah. Like, hey, just be mindful. The forecast is calling for rain. Like, we address everything else. There's reminders about everything else in the break room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hello.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to cut it off.
It's okay.
And they keep going. Stop.
But yeah, that's everything else, like in the break room, is little signs and things. And so I just felt like there should have been something expressed to address the whole, what was happening, what is happening, socially and everything. I felt like something should be addressed, if not, but for the reason that, the majority of the people that keep these doors rotating are Black and brown people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
So I was offended then, and I asked, I like to run it by because I don't want to feel too much of a way.
Yeah.
And so I was running it by Jay back then. I was like, am I overreacting? Because I feel like they should have addressed it. And then I'm like, no, because everybody's corporate office want to address it, or it was coming out like, clients work here or there, and they're telling me how, their employer addressed things. So I'm just like, it should have been addressed here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
and then another thing too, when you said, you've been vocal about other things, and you don't want to be, that mad Black woman or whatever. And a lot of times they try and put that on us, like just because you're vocal or just because you did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm confident and not scared, and I can call you out, bold enough to call you out on your bullshit, then don't try and label me as the mad Black woman. I just recognize bullshit when I recognize bullshit, and I'm about to call you out on it. And then as a professional, as a person, as a human being, you know, like O said, this could affect your business. So you don't care. You don't care about that,
right?
Obviously not. They're like Chinese. What?
I was like, this is to everybody. Like, this is like a whole group. And like, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa. So yeah, even though it was last week, I'm still going to double back around it and address it because. Yeah.
And then sometimes it's also good, even if it was last week, not to, you don't always speak on things immediately because a lot of times you're doing it off of emotion and it may not come out how it should or whatever.
Yes, legal babe, that's good advice.
So sitting back and thinking about things sometimes is good. So then you'll know how to approach it because you always want to approach, okay, this is what you said. This is how it made me feel. And these are the consequences that may come based off of how I feel, based off of what you said. So I just wanted to come and talk to you about this, make it known. Yeah. You do with it what you please, but I know what I'm gonna do moving forward.
Yeah, that's right. Chinese. I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I'm like, do y'all not know like how the world frowned upon that when Trump said it? Like, you thought you could text this to all your people? Like, no.
And see, that's the boldness. That's the boldness that they're having. And the thing is, if it continues to go unsaid or no one says anything about it, they're going to feel even more comfortable saying shit like that. And see, that's what happens when Trump started talking all that BS. Then more people started being comfortable with like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, if our leader is like this, then we can really be comfortable in doing this.
Trump gave people, his supporters, he gave them the balls to be like the worst version of themselves.
Oh, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like
facts. And like what we're seeing in real time is a lot of like microaggressions and like just to see, I love how Jen put it, how bold people are getting now. It's like, first of all, that's almost done. So let's wrap this up because y'all are almost out of here. Second of all, is you acting like you won't get exposed out here. Like people don't know people.
Yeah.
Right.
You're bold.
Exactly.
So let me show you something.
Real bold. But wow. Yeah. So definitely, I mean, I'm definitely there, like support you in whatever ways you need support and whatever you doing. And it don't definitely don't shy away from telling them how you feel and what they did was wrong.
I honestly just forgot. Like I just randomly remembered it today. And I'm like, I actually put a note. Set an alarm for the next day that I go into the salon, which is Wednesday. Like, make sure that it's addressed.
Yeah.
And if you need a reporter, sis,
here he is.
You already know to pull up.
That's what I said. This sounds like a pull up.
Listen, and y'all already know our good sis. Will pull up. She still lead with love, but that pull up is real. And listen, you already know how it's going.
Listen, that was good social chic, y'all.
Yeah, that
was.
Yeah, we're gonna let you break it down to the people, tell them what we're talking about today, because you came up with this awesome, phenomenal.
Yes.
I just felt like, of course, you all know tis the season, the holiday season, right? We just came from got through with Thanksgiving. Was able to celebrate however we celebrated with our family members and friends. Yeah. And, the next the holiday that's next up is Christmas. And, a lot of times during the holidays, it's so much hustle and bustle going on, whether you're shopping, whether you're going to dinner parties, work parties, got a gift, purchase gifts and, do different things, Secret Santa, you got dinners. And of course, even with COVID-19 being up, the holidays are a lot different. So there's a lot of things, we look forward to, a lot of things that we don't look forward to during the holidays. And I just wanted us to chat about that and do like a holiday survival guide, like knowing how do you survive during the holidays?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, what are some things you look forward to? What are some things you don't look forward to?
Right.
Because y'all, like I said, you already know how the holiday dinners are. You go to your family member's house and they asking questions, wanting to be all in your business. So how do you get yourself ready?
Especially if they listen to this podcast.
Listen,
that part.
Listen. So how do you get yourself?
I got questions for you, sis.
They got questions, and you can get your answers however you get your answers, but make sure you give them grace and space.
Right.
This said, you know what? I'm gonna let you slide on that. But yeah, so just wanted to talk about like the holiday survival guide. I love the holidays. I really do love the holidays. It is a time, like I said, for family members and friends, but it's also a time where you can be kind of like stressful.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Pressure, right? And one pressure, I'm gonna just go ahead and lead it out because I'm the single cousin, I'm the single friend, single co-host of Pardon My Chic. So, you always get that, like going to holiday parties, going to holiday parties as a single woman, or going to the dinners and they ask that question, why you ain't married yet? Or you ain't married, or when you getting married, or when you having kids, or that question, you know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I think as during the holidays or as a single person that I don't always look forward to, because you got to either keep repeating yourself and saying, I'm just still single. When you getting married? Okay, when God sends me the right one. So that's always right. Oh, it's like, and then they don't be thoughtful. They don't be thinking like, okay, well, maybe this is something that she could be really battling with because she's single, or maybe, they tried to have kids and they haven't been successful in having kids. So you don't necessarily have to ask everybody, when you
when you gonna have some kids, you ain't gotta ask that.
Right. So kind of wanted to chat about that. So what are some things you all look forward to during the holidays?
So I'm see, and I like the train that we're on, so I'm gonna follow it, Jen and Toya. For me, it's like, so what I look forward to is newness. So of course, 2021 is like the only thing on my mind.
Right.
The pressure for me comes with the question of, so what you got planned? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you not learn from 2020? Okay.
That part. But for real, sis, that part. And so what I've been releasing myself of is not having a ready answer. And being honest, like, let me tell you something. I had the plan for 2020. I think what all of us learned is just stay ready, keep your pivot game strong. And when it's go time, God will release you. But like that question, I'd be like, do you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just want to be here. Like, and another thing too is, why would I tell you?
Yeah.
Why would I tell you what I got planned? Like, we're going to Beyonce the whole 2021. That's my point. How about that?
Right.
And so I love it. So what I got to release myself from, following the vein of like healing and releasing and looking forward to, is, no explanations, just showing up, no announcements, just releasing things, and like not becoming anxious by that, being okay with that and resting. So I don't know. What you think, Toya? What you excited about?
Well, I'm excited about that. I like the holidays. So I understand the whole, idea of the pressure of, everybody asking that question, but like, they just know. They know me. They don't ask me that. Yeah. They don't. When I was single, they ain't asked me when. You know what I'm saying? And they just know. Like, my family look at me like that she ain't having no kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't have the pressure from that end, but I am like, naturally, my love language is gift giving, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I do feel the pressure sometimes. Well, I will say I used to feel the pressure of like getting everybody need to open something.
Yeah.
You know? And like, but what I have learned is that something don't have to come from me. Like, so, we improvise and, exchange gifts, do the name calling or whatever. But yeah, I used to put a lot of pressure on myself to make sure that I got everybody something. You know what I'm saying? Even when it was, the uncle that, we ain't even close like that, but I'm gonna get him some socks. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the pressure. And honestly, even though it was small things, it really was pressure, So I'm grateful that, everybody has seen some type of, I don't want to say struggle, but like everybody has had to do something different for 2020. So it's like, it's more of an understanding, like, don't look over here.
Yeah.
I'm getting all the little people something. Everybody that's shorter than me, they can get something.
And that's it.
Right. And that's it, So even down to the gathering, it's just gonna look different, So.
Yeah.
And that's I was kind of like that too, Toy. And still even now, as far as gift giving, like you say, you want to get everybody something. Mm-hmm. And so, like, you want to get the kids and you want to get the parents, and then you can't get this person something and they don't get that person something. And you want to get your sister and her sister husband and your your brother,
everybody
something. And so then you like, oh shoot, last minute, oh I forgot to get this person. So you're running out to get this and running out to get that.
The Walgreens because they open.
They open. Or you re-gifted something. You know what? Somebody did give me this candle. Let me give it to this person. So that is one thing I've been like that too. And then of course, because I know I like nice things, I don't want to give anyone something that's like, here you go type deal. So then there's always that pressure. But then I think this year I was just like, you know what? I'm just getting the kids something. Like I'm getting the kids something. And I have an older nephew who had a little girl. And I'm like, you know what? At this point, he used to be on the list, but now that you done had another little one, you might knock yourself off the list.
That's the rule. If you don't expect nothing.
You don't knock yourself off the list. And so I think that's in my head. That's what I'm sticking to. Just the little kids. But then last minute, I'm like, well, I just get them a little something. So it's always that pressure too, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, no.
So that's like something else. What was it?
What is it that you actually look forward to? Because we kind of did what we don't look forward to.
Oh, true.
I look forward to what I love, and what I've always loved is waking up and waking the kids up and being like, Santa came. Like, so here's Santa. A lot of people that's also like a big thing. Like, do you tell your kids that Santa Claus is real, or do you allow your kids to believe in Santa? And until what age do you give this white man credit for this holiday? All that stuff that goes into play when it comes to that. But that's always been a memory and a favorite, even from a little kid, just waking up in the middle of the night and Santa came, baking cookies or baking a cake for Santa. I remember one year we really wanted to see Santa Claus. Like, we wanted to see him. So we left, like, my mom and them had like a camcorder recorder or whatever. So they left it out. We was like, hey, can y'all record him when he comes so we can see him? This is me and my sister. Can y'all record him when he comes so we can see him? And it was like, yeah, we'll record him. And so they they recorded him, but the only thing they went outside, and the only thing they were able to catch was like Rudolph's red nose. So it was just like, I guess they had like a little red light or something. So it was like, there go Rudolph, there's his nose. So things like that is I love and look forward to. And like having the kids wake up and be so like amazed by all of the gifts and things like that. So that's something that I do enjoy. The opening up in presents and just saying, oh, look what Santa bought you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No,
I'm doing in your role now. Oh.
Let me tell you. So I'm not gonna lie, y'all. You know what I look forward to? A boyfriend. Ooh. Buying gifts for a whole boyfriend.
I know that's right.
So I'm so excited. I am so excited. So we exchanged sizes and stuff. And I was like, okay, so what do I do? Like, where do I go? So like I Googled like things to get your boyfriend in the first.
Let me ask Siri. It's so cute. What did Google say? What did they say? I would love to know. What was it?
Okay, so the top 5 like giving is like clothes, like when like sense of style, or even if they don't have a sense of style. And we talked about this on the show, which was crazy. Yeah. But like this is a good way to sneak in like things you want your guy to wear. They mentioned appliances. There was also like some hardware stuff. I'm assuming like for guys who like are handy. Yeah. There was travel tickets. This must have been like pre La Rona though. I'm not sure. But it was like options to travel, and it was some other stuff. But like Bay is into media, so I'm not going to say what it is, but
you can't say what you
can't say.
I almost did. I was like, but I have an idea. But that's what I look forward to the most. And also like inserting now this relationship into my family, because we're such a close-knit, like Afro-Latin family. And I'm just so excited now to like share some of those traditions with him and like how we do things here, like waking up.
How we do it.
Yeah. So it's going to be exciting. It's exciting. In our immediate family, we have 8 people. So this house is full. And what I'm grateful for is like people waking up and we love on each other, and like we're on our phones and we're recording everything. And so now what I'm excited about is having like an addition to all that stuff. So
bringing Bay home for Christmas. Right. All I want for Christmas is you.
Baby. Oh, that's sweet.
That is sweet. That is so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm excited. Toya, what you look forward to?
I'm looking forward to the same thing. Gift giving. Listen, that's just my jam. Like, and I'm talking about even down to the presentation. Like, I want the best tissue paper. Like, I want it to be an experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you opening this gift to be an experience. I actually ask you, what do you want? Because I like to get what I want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not opposed to surprises, but I'd rather have what I asked for. You know what I'm saying? And then you can surprise me with something on top of that. But I'm the auntie that asks. Like when I was down there this weekend, I asked my niece and nephews, like, what do you want?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I asked Jay, what do you want? So I look forward to really spoiling them. And then in this new role, not so new because I did it last year and then Mother's Day, but I just like our whole blended situation, what I'm saying? So, the boys, this is not a surprise because I think Jay actually posted it, but the boys for Christmas, they built computers, right?
Okay.
So, so mom is just so bomb, but so she made sure that they were able to build computers, right? So, I'm like, I still got it, because I ain't had nothing to do with that. So I have to, Jay researching, specifically what they asked for from me, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, hey, like, I want to come through. I want to come through. And I know like that's not what it's all about. I understand that and everything, but like I want to come through. And even for their mom, like I make sure, what is it that she's saying that she won't? Jace Aries, what is it that she's saying that she won't? Jay, make sure you ask questions.
So you buy her a gift as well?
I make sure that you're not getting.
Oh yeah, as if okay.
Oh yeah. But I make sure that what I'm saying it's right. A presentation on point. You know what I'm saying? Because my baby do good. He do real good. Shouts out to you, Jay. But I'm gonna put the extra sauce on it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So yeah. For sure. And then I love looking forward to. I know my sister. Y'all heard me talk about my sister Tasha and my brother-in-law Travis.
Yeah.
When I say they just like they kill parenting, like
really,
they just kill it. Yeah. So they always make sure that they like they do something biblically, no, not knocking the whole Santa Claus thing or whatever, but they always make sure like they kids know.
Yeah.
They never talked about Santa Claus. Of course they know about it because of school or whatever. But when I tell you every year, they're going to put up their Christmas tree. They're going to also do something about a nativity scene. Yeah. Last year, they actually built a manger. And it was while they had the tree set up, but it was another corner in the house where they had this whole manger scene. And I'm talking about
the whole nativity scene.
They had the whole nativity scene. Yes.
Oh wow.
So one year they actually set it up in the house. Another year they actually made like little figures or whatever. This year they are reading the entire book of Luke. So by the time Christmas comes, they will.
I do that every year.
You do too?
Yeah, I do. It start on December 1st. You read a chapter of Luke a day. So then by the time you get to Christmas, you would have pretty much covered the whole life of.
Yeah. And I just really admire that about them. But I look forward to hearing them even down there this weekend. Like it just felt good to see like their Bibles on their nightstands, you know what I'm saying? With their paper in it, because they got notes and things.
Because they got notes.
Yeah, and they have family discussions. Like I just love it. You know what I'm saying?
Love that.
I love looking forward to. I look forward to hearing, Tasha tell me about, and things and how they kind of their interpretation of it,
Yeah. That's always good too. That's good thing for the holidays too. Family traditions.
Yeah.
Having some type of tradition going during the holidays that you can keep up with or maintain to bring closeness during more closeness during the season, and then also not forgetting the real reason, for the season. Of course, the story, the birth and the life of Jesus Christ. So I think that's always good. But traditions is something that, I look forward to as well. Like just kind of like doing that. One of our traditions, like we used to always ride around and look at Christmas lights. Like love riding around and looking at the Christmas lights and being like, oh, look at this. Oh, they is ugly. Oh, I know they like this. Right. All of that.
How they do that? They should have with the other neighbors.
Right. And look, they did too much. So, but that's always good to hear of families and their traditions. And their traditions. And then when I was saying like reason for the season, like we have still sometimes we can have so much pressure and like things, but trying to still know the reason for the season and manage different stress levels. Because even with the holidays, there's a lot of families who aren't able to provide, who aren't able to give and to check off everything on their kids' Christmas list and things like that. So there's a lot of other things on the other side of that cause extra stress. Yeah. So learning how to manage that and not have to live up to the hype of Santa Claus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like live up to the hype of Santa Claus and teaching like your sister and their brother-in-law, like just having that family time and doing that. So, cause that is a lot of times more meaningful than, the other stuff. And I think once you kind of like incorporate that in it, that'll allow you to manage those different stress levels and not feel the pressure of having to do this or having to hold up to this or whatever the case may be, or not even having to worry about going to the dinner and asking 1,000 different questions about what you got going on or what you got next year and things like that. Like, listen, those are things I'm not really worried about right now. I'm just here. I'm happy that I'm here. 2020 is a rough year.
I'm happy to be
here for everyone. I'm glad and blessed to be here, and that's a way to kind of like let all that other BS go in one ear and not the other.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, facts. And I'm so glad that y'all brought up like the Santa thing, because that was another thing too growing up. I love that my mom it was mom, it wasn't Santa.
Yeah.
And it all goes back to like that holiday anxiety that we all get is we're giving somebody credit for like the work and the storing up and all these things that the plan we made. And so I love that's starting to normalize a lot more. Because back in the day, like you wouldn't tell, and you could be in the kid in the class.
And I got mad when I found out like one of our older cousins told us that Santa wasn't real and showed us where our toys were hidden. Like showed us where our toys were hidden. And it was like, oh no, but you know what? I continue because a lot of times for those parents who do tell their kids about Santa, and when you start to not believe anymore, then you start not to get as many gifts as you used to. So I just continue acting like we.
I'm gonna wait for Santa.
Right, I'm gonna wait for Santa, and then just be like,
I'm gonna wait for Santa, because as soon as I tell my mom Santa Claus ain't real, she's like, okay, then we'll hit the shirt. Merry Christmas.
The shirt.
But
welcome, Merry Christmas.
Santa Claus ain't even real. All right.
Shoot.
We used to thinking about old traditions. My aunt used to like. That's why I really, really love this role of auntie, because my aunt Cynthia, my dad's sister used to go all out. Like everybody had a couch.
Yeah.
And my couch had all my shit on it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, and I was excited about everything: the clothes, the shoes, the skates, the blanket, the toys,
the dolls, everything.
It's my whole couch.
Right. That's your couch.
And when you got older, you got the love seat. And then you just.
And then older, you get the recliner. Then when you grown, you just get here. You go.
You get here. You go.
Right. What's your cash app?
What's your cash app?
Right.
That's my favorite part of the holidays. Like when I turned into a teenager, it was the Visa gift cards that my grandmas and aunts started doing, and I was like, "This is clutch! I get to get what I want." And now it's just hit the Cash App, the PayPal.
Right. I knew I was getting older, and like you, of course, you weren't younger, and your mom was just getting stuff that you really need. When I got a ceiling fan for Christmas one year, I was like, you know what? I mean, I needed it. I needed it, but it was still like, I don't really want it. I don't want this as a Christmas gift now, Mom. Like,
You couldn't get this at the top of the summer.
Like, you couldn't and be like, here you go, here's a ceiling fan, babe. I found this on sale and I know you need one. Not as like, hey, Christmas is a ceiling fan. Like, man.
At least Navidad.
Dang, a ceiling fan. Yeah, I knew, you know, when I started getting just, you know, bras.
Yeah.
Panties.
Yeah.
Stuff I need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah. The cycle done came on. You need these kind.
You're welcome. And it's like, thank you.
The 6 packs of Fruit of the Looms.
Oh man, yeah.
But it's the holiday season, so there's a lot of things to look forward to, a lot of things that you try and still maintain during the holiday season that you've done throughout the year and throughout the season ending. So staying on track, whether it's like your financial goals, your fitness goals, everything like that.
Ooh, that you got it. I mean, I know we will, but Jesus.
So we gonna try and keep this holiday survival guide type thing working. You know, this one was just pretty much like just surviving. Period. You know, like from gifts,
surviving the gatherings.
Listen, I'm glad there ain't no work holiday parties really going on because
what you gonna wear?
Last year holiday party at the place where I worked was very drama filled.
No,
it was like really, really drama filled, and the drama.
But they was talking about the bonuses.
Listen, I got my bonus and I dipped out. Like I only go for my bonus.
That's why you go, right? Ain't that why you go?
Listen, I get dressed. I look, you know, laptop. Where my gift? Like, where my gift and where my bonus?
You know why I'm here.
You know why I'm here. So, like, afterwards, that holiday, like, it was like drama. And so when we came back to the office, we had to have an office meeting about everything. Like, okay, like, this is what happened. This is what we don't like to happen. This is why we do things. This is why we have these certain protocols in place.
Wow.
And like, it was just like, I'm like, well, I'm glad I wasn't there. Like, It was like, yeah, Jenny, you missed it. Like I sure did. Thank y'all for my bonus.
Thank God.
Thank God. Thank God. Because listen, so that's one thing I'm glad I don't have to look forward to is holiday parties.
Yeah.
Because, you know, people get alcohol in their system and they don't know how to act.
Right.
They don't know how to act. So those gatherings are something else. But yeah. So excited about the season.
Yes.
Excited to see, you know, like I said, how this holiday is going to be a little different. You know, the gatherings may not be as big, as plentiful, but we are here. We have life. And so we will continue talking about how to survive. Oh, yes. Hey, what you got for us, Chic?
Yes. So following the vein of the holidays, I think that it's very befitting because I believe I was looking too, this is the first Monday in a new month because we started on like a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I think that it is very fair that all of us, we listen, breathe. But aside from breathing let me tell you something, just go out quiet. Just go out nice and quiet. Yeah. You don't got to make any announcements. You don't got to tell no plans. In regards to like the holiday blues and all these things that society puts on you, you don't have to receive that. Listen, just go out quiet and resting, right? And a lot of times we misplace the definition of rest. It's not like laziness. It's not slothfulness. To rest is to have peace. So I pray that everybody that's listening has peace. And even with all the things going on with the holidays, now's the time more than ever. Just put your energy where it belongs. And even if you don't want to, you don't have to do that. This was a TED Talk.
I enjoyed your TED Talk.
Thank you for inviting us to your TED Talk.
Right.
Holiday edition.
Listen, period, poo. So yeah. So thank y'all so much for listening. Like O said, we pray for peace during this holiday season. Yeah. You know, leave your reviews on wherever you're listening, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Google, Anchor, and all those other fun places that you can find Pardon My Chic podcast. Continue
YouTube and subscribe.
YouTube. We're on YouTube. I'm not sure we don't always like put that out there. So we are on YouTube. If you're more of a visual person than just an audio person, you can go to Pardon My Chic podcast on YouTube, find us. And pretty much this season, we've been recording a lot of our episodes and posting them on there. So, you know, if you want to actually just see the look, see our expressions and actually listen and look, you can definitely do that. So follow us on YouTube, rate, comment, and show shred. And then
and show shred.
So you can do that. And then DM us any questions you may have for Social Chic at Pardon My Chic podcast on Instagram, and email us at pardonmychic@gmail.com. I think,
that's it.
All that. So we love y'all until next week. Bye.
Love y'all.